Hey everybody, welcome back to Plow Brothers TV. And today is Wednesday, January 31st. So we got a big storm coming into Mammoth tonight. It's going to start tonight. It's supposed to get well over a foot tomorrow throughout the day. It's supposed to be pretty heavy. So we're heading up. We're going to start getting things geared up, make sure all the equipment's fueled up, ready to go tonight, and get ready for the storm that's coming in. So stick around, it should be pretty interesting. You can see the cloud cover starting to move in. So it's slowly but steadily building up. And we're making our way up through the gateway to the Sierra here, getting ready to come into Alancha and then Lone Pine after that. Here we are in the sleepy little town of Lone Pine. Pretty windy out today. That storm is moving in. Lone Pine's a nice, quiet little town. There's the Whitney portal back that way. There it is, folks. The quiet, sleepy town of Lone Pine. Don't blink, you might miss it. Well, I was talking to Lori, and she told me it's supposed to start snowing up here about 4 o'clock. So it's about 3:50 right now, so we're just getting here in time for the snow to start. It's not going to be anything crazy until later on tonight. So we'll get home and get settled in and get a fire going and make sure everybody's ready to roll in the morning. But we're just passing through Crowley Lake right now and getting ready to turn in here to Mammoth real shortly. Well, looks like we got some weather in. Definitely a nice 8-inch layer there, every bit of 8 inches, and it's still coming down pretty solid out here. The Polaris. We got loaders fired up. Owen's out there firing everything up right now. Nobody's really out yet. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was gonna say, did he get that thing started or not? Sadie got some snow on her. She's out there messing around in the snow. Well, Owen cut his hair. It's a new year, new hair. Everybody's up. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. We're all having a little coffee, getting ready to get out there. It's we definitely got what they said we were gonna get overnight, and still coming down pretty good. It's supposed to get real heavy here in about the next hour or two and really dump 3 or 4 more inches. So we're kind of coming up with the game plan. Got everybody kind of out of bed, and hand crews are putting things together, getting ready to go out right now. And we're going to get out there, guys. So stick around. Smell of diesel in the morning. There goes the hand crews. Alex and them. Owen's gonna start blowing his way out of the garage. Ooh, it's chunky. I can see it in that blower. It's thick. Thick and chunky. Finally getting a good storm. I would say this is the biggest concentration of snow we've had in an overnight session this year. So love to see it, glad to see it. And we're gonna be busy all the way through Monday. Okay, it's go time. Finally starting to get some reminiscent from last year. That's a good amount of snow on top of that truck from just being overnight. We're gonna fire. Well, these are running, so it's time to get out here and start pushing some snow. Brought my chest mount so I could actually drive the machine. So I could drive and film with you guys instead of trying to hold it. It's way better. Hopefully it's way better. Hopefully it sets up high enough where you guys can see over the steering wheel. We'll check it out and see how things go with it. Definitely starting to come down pretty heavily, so let's see how it goes. Emergency brake off. Let's roll. Hopefully it's not too bad of a view here for you guys. It's kind of all I can do. Pushing it. Definitely a lot more snow than what we've been seeing, so that's good. Now it's starting to come down pretty good. What am I digging in? Shouldn't be digging in like that. Just set my bucket a little higher. back just a little bit. That'll do it. Little loader, I just love this little loader. I can't say enough about it. As long as it keeps running, it's fast, fuel efficient. Doesn't get much better for what, especially for these lighter storms. It really does good. I think this thing would even do pretty good in pretty heavy stuff, because it's just got the right mixture of power and grace, I guess you'd call it, because it's, you know, fairly small, but yeah, it's got power. You know, it can move all the snow you can put in that bucket. It can move, so you're definitely not lacking there. And it's got those real tall, narrow tires on it with the chains that really enable it to go kind of pretty much anywhere in the snow. Even, I would wager to say, some places that the bigger John Deere wouldn't be as comfortable on, just because these, like out on the ramps, that's what I was noticing last time when I was building a ramp out at up at Lakeview. The way it was handling out on the ramp, it's light enough that it doesn't sink you in like the big loaders with all that weight, you know. So we kind of got this all cut in here. This thing with a blade would be pretty dangerous, that's for sure. I know a lot of people have mentioned it, and that's something we're gonna, for next season, we're not gonna do it this year, it's too late, but next season, you'll probably see us running a couple blades with some quick connects, so we can go back and forth from the blades to the buckets, just because that'll just give us that much more versatility. Yeah, there's a rock. So that's, the other day I did that and knocked a hose loose. I don't want to be doing that. Don't want to be doing that every time. Well, we're going to make our way up to Lakeview now. almost 6 o'clock, and it's still coming down pretty good. That's a blower, a big blower for the town right there. It gets tight up here with snow storage. You really got to be careful where you're putting it. This thing got a little hot coming up, so it didn't do that the other day, and I ran it all over the place the other day and it didn't get hot, so that's a little concerning, but I was able to sit here for a minute and then it cooled down, so I'm gonna keep going with it. It looks like we're back down in the good range now with the temps, but it definitely got a little warm coming up the hill, which I don't like that. But we'll keep an eye on things, and hopefully it's nothing serious. Just probably just pushing a little too hard coming up the hill there with that heavy. The road has got probably, I don't know, 2 feet of snow on it, so, and a lot of the whole way up wasn't really plowed, so it was a real lug getting up here without the road being, cleared. So that could have done it, because the other day when we were up here, the roads weren't nearly as heavy as they are now. So that might just be a sign I gotta take it a little easier on the drive up. We'll see. It looks like we're back in normal range now, so I'm not too worried about it. And I just got a real faint smell of something, and I look down, I'm like, oh, it's a little warm. But here's my ramp right here. I'll keep working this sucker out, and probably a good 10 feet up in the air here. Pretty good little drop off that comes off this edge here. It's definitely soft. I can feel it on the tires. It's a little soft. Back down in normal range now, so I don't think we lost a hose or anything like that. Wasn't expecting it to get hot like that, because it definitely didn't do that the other day at all, and I was all over the place with this thing. So still learning this machine here. This is only like the 3rd time it's been out, so I said, I hope I don't speak too soon on the thing because I really enjoy running it. It's really fun to run. And it's soft. So we'll have to back drag that a little bit, try and pack it in once I get some more snow over here. It's not liking that. Some people ask for more snow moving, so this video here, I mean, it's gonna have more of that. Hopefully it's not too boring for some of you guys, and I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments. I gotta keep a good balance of everything here. I don't want to just do too much of one thing and make it too boring. So probably get a little bit more of this, and then try to get some different content. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to dump right over my tracks right there, and then I'll just back drag this out a little, and that'll give me a good packy. Kind of starts a little bit of an uphill, so I'll do that a couple times, and then I should have enough. Oh yeah, that I already can feel that made a difference. So now I can just drive right on out there. I set down and go flat, and as I'm coming into it, I'll curl up just a bit. About right here, I'll just start curling it up, and that way I don't mess up what I already did. Still soft out on the end, but I'll just keep working my way out, and it'll pack in. Yeah, that was a little disturbing, but we're doing good now. So. This older equipment, you know, we don't have the means yet to be running all that brand new stuff. Hopefully in a couple years our fleet will be slowly upgraded to all newer stuff. But you know what, guys, you got to start somewhere. And this is our third year in the business. Well, technically the fourth year, but third year with actual loaders and stuff. Our first year we just did a lot of hand work, and we didn't really have any skid steers or anything like that. We just we did hand work for people. Started out with that, and second year we got ourselves a couple skid steers, and that's all we had. The second year was the 2 skid steers, and then last year, big year, we had the 1 loader, and we rented a loader. And then now this year we've got 3 loaders that we own and 4 skid steers that we own. So it's a work in progress to grow this thing. Just like anything else, just work hard and it'll grow on its own. You got the right people working with you, and everything seems to come together. It doesn't feel like it sometimes, but it always does end up seeming to work out. So very thankful to be where we're at up here. Mammoth's been real good to us for the most part. It's been a great place to be. You know, there's always hiccups everywhere you go, but out of everywhere I've worked, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else full-time, but up here I just really enjoy being up here, and it's just a really lucky place to have landed in life, I feel. So work that out a bit. See, it wants to sink in down out here at the very end. Bucket, it can grab some monster loads, which is awesome for this little machine. It's pretty much, that's a bucket size that a bigger machine would carry. So these Tink light materials buckets are definitely a leg up on I mean, obviously the blades are good for what they're good for, but when you're loading trucks or wanting to grab a substantial amount of snow and move it to somewhere else, you're basically grabbing on, you know, about double what you'd be grabbing with the other bucket. So it's definitely something to be happy about. It saves the customer time and us time too. Need to get used to running the other button on this thing that's on the down here on the, that's your forward and reverse that you can do without having to, but I'm just so used to using the one on the steering column that it's really tough to get out of the habit of it. And I mean, it's just darn near impossible. There we go. Grab all that snow so they can actually get to the trash can. Much better. All right, we're about out of here. It's definitely starting to come down pretty heavy. Said we might get about 2 inches an hour here for an hour or two, right around 7 o'clock. So we're just, I think it's getting close, just after 6 here. It's definitely coming down pretty good. Just love to see it. Now we're gonna go over here to that real steep driveway on Forest Trail, the one that I got into those stakes the other day, and do that one real quick, and then we'll get with the guys down at the post office.